Hey everyone, Django here. Today we're taking a look at the Do.335A-0. We're gonna take a look at it in arcade, and what its strengths are, what its weaknesses are, and what I think is the main problem with this plane. I'll see you in the match. Hey guys, so here we are in the match. I had a little bit of a mouse failure in the start of this match. It didn't want to work. And I flew around just using my keyboard shortcuts to keep it in the air while I was figuring out what was going on. It turned out when I changed controls a little bit, I forgot to get my controls out of realistic setup, and I had to change it back to what was it again? To the simplistic mouse aim setup. And then it worked, and then we came into this match and we found this situation. Killed the doe and several other planes below me spawning in. Our ticket counter is a little bit lower than the enemies, and we've got a Japanese J7W coming this way. Now that thing has a lot of armament for 30mm cannons, and we need to be careful. If he comes straight at me, he doesn't. He dogfights with that Yak 9. He chooses to extend, not to turn with him. Very good. That gives me a good shot here. And we managed to keep the plane in a straight line and get good shots into this guy. And we kill him. We loop over and we put this plane in a dive, picking up speed nicely. In a dive, this plane has good acceleration and great top speed. This is where the plane is best, in my opinion, in dives. Approaching this Heinkel 111, wipe him out of the sky. We also have a Do.217 coming by, but he dives. And he dives like a maniac, trying to get out of the way. We decide to turn a little bit to the left and go after this Focke-Wulf 190. We are also approaching rapidly. We just passed 800 kilometers an hour and rising no problem. We're leveling out a little bit, so our speed also stops increasing. We miss our shots there. It's the first indication of what I think is the major problem with this plane. And I have some examples later in this match of that. We also get the A5, I think it was, who was after one of my ally bombers. And here's a P63 who's also after a bomber. And there's a cloud in between him and me, so he doesn't have clear vision of me, which makes me able to approach him and just shoot him out of the sky with ease. Without being detected, I think. I don't think he saw me. Take it into the vertical, and we're trying to elevator this plane into a different direction. That goes really slowly, and I understand that's a problem that's inherent to the two engines. An engine that pulls and an engine that pushes has an effect on the elevator. And that is clear, because this plane has a wobble to it when you try to get guns on target. And this wobble is not created by the player, but it's created by the plane. And whether it is only the elevator or it's also rudder, I don't know. But trying to finalize your aim on a target can present problems. And it can miss you your kill, miss you your shot. And that can create a lot of problems. In arcade it is less noticeable, because one kill more or less doesn't really matter. But it can really screw up your realistic score lines. You know, where you might have gotten 4 kills, you only get 2 kills. Or where you might have gotten 3 kills, you only get 1 kill, that kind of stuff. This shot, amazing that we missed that. But the wobble was created by the elevator or whatever is the culprit here, because I don't miss those kind of shots on a regular basis. And we're gonna see, I'm gonna have some problems getting this Spitfire. Here, another perfect shot here. Yeah. I was just, you should have seen me, you should have heard me live with this crap, but that was unbelievable to me. In any other plane this thing would have been dead. Here again, look at that wobble. God damn it. Third time I miss a perfect shot on this guy. And I mean seriously, in any other super prop, this plane, this Spitfire would have been dead. 3 times over. Not in the Do.335. I mean, it's a heavy fighter. And here we make do, we start firing early, very early. And the wobble is still there, but it doesn't matter. But yeah. The heavy fighter thing, you can make that work with the extreme speed this plane can generate when you are up at the altitude and you dive up to 800, 850 speed, and you can use that speed to get back up. That's not a problem. You can work this plane as a boom and zoomer, but to finish your kills with that wobble, that's the problem of this plane in my opinion. And that's also where the frustration lies. I was really, these planes were the planes that I looked forward to the most. And I'm not really flying them. I want to make videos on all of them. I have done the premium, I've done this arcade match. I want to do an RB match in this, and an arcade or an RB match in the A1, and then that's it. And I don't think I'll fly them much anymore until this wobble is solved, because it just ruins the gameplay in the plane for me. You know, if I make the approach right, I set up my target right, and my position is alright, and then on the final approach I mess up my shot because of something the plane does, it's just not acceptable to me. That takes the fun out of it. If I did more or less everything right and then the plane screws you over, yeah, no thank you. And that's unfortunate, because for the rest I've had some decent results in it. It's just, you know, a decent result, an 8-1 like I had in the premium, or this 7-0. It's alright, but it messes up my time, you know. If I have to chase an enemy 3-4 times, and what is a 7-0 could have been a 10 or a 12-0. So yeah, that's the problem of this plane in my opinion. The frustration for me. This match I do not get any more kills. We get second in the team with 7 kills. We failed the mission, unfortunately. So there's 26,000 Silver Lions and 2,600 research points with the best squad, second place in it. I'll see you in the conclusion. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. Now the conclusion to this plane is a little bit complex for me. You know, I really want to like it. Because I've been looking forward so much to this plane. Like we concluded earlier with the premium version, the B2. This plane isn't the fastest plane on all altitudes. It can be very fast if you fly very high and you come into a dive and you keep that speed and you make shallow climbs and stuff like that. You can be very fast in this plane indeed. But on many altitudes and in many situations, the other good props will compete with you and often outdo you in speed. Well, what is often, but they can keep up with you, and that was the main strength of this plane. You know, it's a heavy plane and it has problems performing in dogfights, stuff like that, so you really need to use it as a boom and zoomer, and its speed is vital for you. It's one of your only things to survive with, and it isn't the best, but put that aside and make use of it as best you can, and you can make this plane work as a boom and zoomer. It's definitely possible. You've seen some of my results. I've also had worse matches, of course, but you can make it work, and the better you get at it, the more you focus on these planes, the better you get at them as well. But that wobble is just unexcusable. Maybe it was there in reality, and the purist will say that you've got to then indeed put that wobble in the game as well. But it does make this plane very frustrating to play, and it actually, for me, it's already at a point where I am like, okay, I'm gonna make the videos for you guys on these planes, and I will explain to the best of my ability what I like about them. But after that, I will not select this plane and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play a 5.3 lineup and let's play the Do first. Or in realistic, oh, let's have some fun flying the Do. Because with that wobble and the other problems it already has, being such a heavy plane in turn fights and stuff like that, it's just not fun to fly, because the opportunities you get to shoot at people, 40-50% of those opportunities are squandered because of the wobble this plane has. And you either miss a plane, or you cripple him instead of killing him, or you miss him altogether and he can turn on you and kill you if you're not at your fastest at that point. So it presents a lot of problems for me and a lot of frustration. Let me know, guys, if you have the same frustration about this plane. I'm really curious to what you guys have discovered about this plane. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hey, so I hope you enjoyed the video, that you learned something there. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video. Those likes really make a difference. Do leave me a comment. I always look forward to the comments every day. And if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. I really love to have you aboard. Don't feel shy to leave me some comments. I always try to respond to them. So again, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.